Previously on the Cringe Zone.
Dan Bilzerian? I am this close from unfollowing him. So many of these videos have been popping up in my recommended, talking about how he's actually a fraud. Turns out he's not even all that cool, bro. Turns out he tricked us all. I'm gonna have to do the unthinkable, man. Unfollow. Maybe there's somebody that's a bigger than him out there. But unfortunately, unless God himself somehow opens up a portal in front of me, we just got a letter. Wondering where it's from. Grant Cardone? Grant Cardone?
This is a trophy. It's the exact same thing as a championship belt or a Super Bowl ring.
Bird needs fuel, a lot of fuel. Everybody asks me, hey man, what's it cost to fill that thing up? Don't worry about that.
Finished watching Brazil beat Costa Rica, Brazil.
Only one thing better than this piece of iron right here. One of them big fat real estate deals I do that just gushes cash over me so I can do stupid shit.
Oh! Hi, my name is Joel Silver, and when I was 13 years old, my dad got a really good job in New York City. So we had to move out of Canada and move to New York City. And all I can remember my mom telling me during that time is if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. It was there that I found out that you can drink soda at school, which was a complete culture shock to me. And that's when I also realized, wait a minute, I can sell soda for $1 a can to all of these Americans. Dude, and all I'm trying to say is that people don't even know about my money making skills, bro. I've been making money since I was 13. Well, except maybe for one person. And that person happens to be the most annoying person of all time. Grant Cardone. So long story short, Grant Cardone is pretty much just a dude that tells people that they need to stop being pushovers and really chase what they want in life. As long as that's money, because stop kidding yourself. The only thing you want is money, right? Yeah, that's what Grant Cardone thinks you want, at least.
For sure. Let me tell you something, I promise. This will not make you happy. But they do accept it at Whole Foods.
Grant Cardone thinks that if you're poor, it's your fault. Get rich, you bum. But don't worry, Grant is not such a bad guy. Even he understands that getting rich is not that easy, which is why you should come to his seminars where he will teach you how to get sales and motivate you. This way, you won't be such a broke loser. If you own a business, you can even hire him to come and train your staff because it's their fault you're not making any sales. Duh. But you know what else he is? He is the king of cringe, dude. Because the man is so self-aware, yet he doesn't care. Listen, just because you got millions of dollars, doesn't mean that this cringe can go unnoticed. So let's get familiar a little bit with Grant Cardone himself by watching this very first video over here titled, A Day in the Life of the Cardones.
I'm going full Playboy all day with mad respect to the Hugh Hefner. I'm in Houston right now. Anything I need to look at or anybody I can talk to over here?
My man flew all the way from Miami to Houston, and the second he lands, he is already on the phone with 2 phones, bro. That's how busy this man is. He's hustling, dude. If you didn't know who this man is, if this is your first time ever seeing him, you can probably already smell the cologne coming out of the screen.
Having something brand new. Rent's rent.
I'm sneaking over to the mall.
Shopping for real estate during the day, but then taking a 3:30 shopping break. Because that's normal.
Y'all complain about the peanuts and then you complain about the nuts. Hey, look up! Come on, man. Vegas!
Vegas, baby! I don't believe that this man is not on some sort of drugs, because how can you be so energetic at his age? He's been doing this for such a long time, and the fact that he's still so hyped has me a little bit blown away. It's actually a little bit scary.
Lightspeed BT, we're pulling up on the Lightspeed, people. Whoa, Lightspeed. Lightspeed is the difference.
You're going like tops 50 miles an hour. Lightspeed? My ass.
10 years of what I've learned, that's why I'm here. I want to help people. And every single decision that you make, you're creating or destroying them.
We're going to our investors dinner for Cardon Capital. 30 or 40, 50, maybe 65, 100 people.
Alright, so we kind of got a little bit of a taste of what Grant Cardone is. I mean, that didn't really explain anything. We just, I guess, assumed that the man gets paid to give speeches. Okay. He has another video over here of him actually giving a tour of his office. So maybe that will give us the clue of what he does to make a bunch of money.
Maybe we get another one of these desks and I come over here and bang with you. Get my own computer, just wang, 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 okay?
If my boss just walked in front of me and was on like, let's wang, 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 wang it out, bro, I'd be like, let's wang, wang, wang into the HR office. No, don't be doing that around.
Look at your laptop over here too.
What?
We might even get a monitor for you.
But
Ah. Oh, that was a very late reaction. I'm sorry.
so what would you guys, this is what I want to know. I want to do a little survey, okay? You guys are going to see this on YouTube, right? What are you going to call this video? So you guys follow me around, all right? Follow me. Let me show you. We're selling out how many seats do we have sold right now to the conference?
4,000.
The tickets are what? $495, $795, $2,200, $2,500, $5,000. This is not a cheap event, folks. I understand. Look, if you're looking.
From 500 is to 10,000. People pay $10,000 to hear this man talk. What could this man possibly be saying that's worth $10,000? Are you joking? Are you people really pay that much money? What could he possibly be saying that's worth $10,000? Is he sucking your dick while you're there? I don't understand. $10,000, let alone 500? 500 is already kind of pushing it, but I mean, it's a little bit more understandable, but $10,000, bro. I'm in the wrong business. What am I making these videos for? I should be giving motivational speeches. Matter of fact, yeah, let's do that. Okay, call me and I will motivate you every day. Just please pay me $10,000.
This is not a cheap event, folks. I understand. Look, if you're looking for a cheap event, I do them all year. I go to cities, we do it, we charge nothing, okay? You want to come here tonight? Fly to Miami tonight. We're going to spend 1 hour with you to show you around.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's $10,000 a little bit too much for your broke ass? I mean, you can come to our other seminars that we spend $0 on. I mean, this is like a real seminar. I mean, come to Miami tonight. Fly in like Miami tonight. Well, we'll speak to you for like an hour.
10X Growth Conference that I do every year, though, this thing is ridiculous. You need to grab your seat to this event today. Let me tell you why. Last year, I did an event with 35,000 people, completely free. 250 people are going to walk in here, and we're going to talk to them about money tonight. Like this is a classroom right here, okay? I've spent millions of dollars in this building. I mean, one thing you could do is you could come work for me. Well, let me ask you. Hey, who in the room, who in here has moved from another part of the country to work here?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Tell me where? Okay. You could go to Vegas. You'd grab your seat tonight because I'm gonna sell this thing out. I'm just telling you, you guys, 35,000 people. There's only gonna be 11,000. Only got 7,000 seats left to sell at the event.
Okay, so if you haven't noticed what's going on by now, if I have to explain it to you, what he's doing is he's shilling this seminar that he's doing, and he's showing you how he really makes his money so you can see it's a real operation, so you feel comfortable spending the $10,000 or spending one of the other tiers that he's selling. That's what he's really doing. And he's doing such a great job by letting you know that, yes, people like Sylvester Stallone show up. Because if you're a business owner that's struggling, maybe you're struggling because you've never heard Sylvester Stallone's business advice. You know, the guy that plays Rocky and Rambo? An actor? Yeah. Maybe your business is struggling because you've never heard his advice.
So kind. Thank you very much.
Who loves this man?
And eventually, something happens. As long as you keep at it. It's not easy. I'm saying it's an uphill grind, but that's why I wrote Rocky, because he just keeps punching. Just keeps punching. That's why I wrote Rocky, because he just keeps punching. Just keeps punching.
This sounds like an obvious scam to me, but don't take my word for it. Let's listen to these people that actually attended one of these events, and let's see if they thought it was worth the money.
If you are planning to go to the 10X conference in 2020, 10X conference 4, or if you were thinking about going to the one in 2019, reconsider, because it is a complete waste of time and money. Really, this conference is a complete waste of money and of time. Do not buy it. It will be a disappointment for you, as it is for us. We're gonna probably go now to Miami, explore, and go down to business, actually start working, because that's the only thing that pays. Over here, you just sold things that not all of that you're gonna need. So,
They sounded pretty convincing to me, and they made it seem like it's really not worth it at all, actually. You're better off going home. But I'm sure if we would have asked Grant Cardone why they think that, he'll just call them silly and say that they should have just 10x their life anyway. Like 10xing the amount of cold calls that they make. Because if there's one thing that Grant Cardone and every sales manager in America have in common, is making you make cold calls when sales aren't doing too good. And for my viewers that have no idea what a cold call is, it's when somebody randomly calls you to try and make a sale out of you. You gotta call numbers off a list and pitch them on your services. And the whole idea is absurd to me, because I already panic as it is when I have to call to order a pizza, because I feel like I might mess up my order because there might be like a miscommunication thing. But imagine it the other way. That's what you're doing. Imagine if Domino's Pizza called you at 11 a.m. every day to ask you if you want pizza for lunch. That's what cold calling is. So let's watch this video of him explaining how to master the art of a phone sale.
Okay, let's do a little role play. Jared, who do we want to use here?
Who you got?
Steve Spray, Mr. Steve Spray, Farm Boy, Dave.
Come on,
my
Dave.
security.
Come on, Steve.
Steve. So do y'all want to show them how that works? Like, we didn't plan this today. So it's Saturday.
Dave, this is Steve, Grant Cardone's office. How you doing this morning?
Hey, man, what's up?
Hey, listen, Grant wanted me to reach out and give you access to the #1 sales training program in the world. You got 2 minutes?
Yeah, I'm not going to be interested, man.
I knew you weren't before I called you, but I wanted to get you access to it so that way you could use it before we talked. You got a couple minutes? I could just give you access?
I tell you what, call me back in 2 weeks.
Done.
So uncomfortable. They're in a room full of people pretending like they're on a phone selling this. First of all, if you would have just said done to me the way that he did, I would have hung up on you, but I don't know. Maybe I'm built different.
Seconds, I want you to know what I'm going to call you back about. Jump in front of a computer, go to cardonuniversity.com.
I don't have time right now.
I know you don't. You got 15 seconds?
Okay.
Good. Go to cardonuniversity.com.
No. No. I don't know, maybe it was just my sales job experience, but every sales job that I had, they would make me role play. So you should like this video and leave a comment down below letting me know if you had to role play with your sales managers as well, because I think that should be illegal.
What we hear on the call, I'm busy, call me back, I'm not interested, and then that's out of the way, and it gets me to where I want to go.
And then I get on the phone with somebody who says, I don't have time right now, and Grant tells me that it's all made up, and I'm like, well, we don't have time for what, man? You picked up the phone.
Think about it.
He would have time if it was the right thing.
Well, there you have it. This person picked up the phone obviously because he has time. Not because he thought you might be a client that might spend money on his business so he can keep operating his business. No, obviously he picked up the phone because he couldn't wait to get sales pitched on Grant Cardone University, and if he can't afford Grant Cardone University, then maybe he needs to just 10x his life, because that's all that Grant Cardone seems to be pitching all the time, to just 10x it. You know what? Just make 10 times more. That's it. That's the secret. Don't go to his seminars. Don't spend $10,000. And what's really funny is, for a guy that 10x's everything, he also has 10x the amount of exposed videos on him. Like, for example, he's not as rich as he claims he is. I don't really care. And another thing is that apparently he doesn't really give the proper returns that he tells his investors. It's actually a lot lower than what it is. And I could go into the troubles of finding out exactly what those numbers are, but so many people have already exposed this man that I'm just gonna clip a bunch of highlights over some dramatical music so that you can get the gist of it.
Deep into this Cardone Capital rabbit hole, where I just started looking at all the intricacies of Grant's funds, his properties, and how he unethically convinces investors to invest with him that, quite frankly, don't know any better. Except he doesn't really convince investors to invest with him. He basically acts like they should be so lucky to invest with Grant and partner with him, even though he gives them an unfair split in the profits, but it's okay because they don't know any different.
So Grant Cardone decided to shut down the agency yesterday without any previous notice. Holy smokes, y'all, you better max out your health, because apparently we's going into a rough time. I have now received multiple reports from multiple different sources that on March 19th, Grant Cardone did a massive unannounced layoff of team members from all divisions within his office.
Now, my second problem with Grant is with his company Cardone Capital, which is his investing fund that he markets to all his followers. For starters, when you invest in these kind of funds, the most important thing to vet is the actual person that's managing the whole thing, which in this case is Grant Cardone. Based on recent events, Grant Cardone seems to be under an enormous amount of stress with the market going down and how much debt he's been balancing. He even just recently fired about 80 of his 180 employees, saying that he won't even be paying them for the amount of money that they're owed. He did this without any notice whatsoever, and even told them to get a lawyer involved should they want to challenge this.
Wow, those people said a lot of things that I don't understand, but it sounds like it's right, so I'm gonna go ahead and choose to believe them. Because trust me, this man has a very big following, especially if you work in sales. Your manager definitely has this dude schlong along up somewhere, if you know what I'm talking about. There was a time in my life where I had to hear about this man's come-up story every day when I was working my sales job at Verizon, bro. Did you know that Grant Cardone did not have his life together until he started taking his sales seriously? Fantastic. Terrific. Now, every time that I cannot convince a client to upgrade their iPhone 8 to an iPhone 10, I have to hear about this. It was so cringe and so pathetic. I mean, I understand the people that use this man as energy fuel in order to motivate you into closing those very big sales of yours. I get that part, but once you start spewing it into people around you that don't want to have anything to do with this man, it starts getting very annoying. Because this, like, being a salesman mentality, this high testosterone, this get it no matter what, this say whatever I have to say and worry about the consequences later, this burn whatever bridge I have to burn in order to finish that sale mentality is what got us Donald Trump, by the way. I mean, at some point it has to stop, right? Like, when will this rat race end? Probably never. Because not only is Grant Cardone scamming people by making them pay outrageous prices to go to his seminars where he teaches you how to 10x your life, he's also going at rappers on a Tuesday afternoon with this masterpiece of a video titled Rappers, Ball Players, and Artists. This is a message for you.
Wait a minute, damn it. Hey, all you ball players, I just got on the phone with a ball player friend of mine. All you ball players, rappers, DJs, I got a message for you. Grant Cardone here. You see this TikToker? Get in a little closer, Johnny. You in tight enough? 3 or 4 or 5 cars, buying garages and houses. Nonsense, okay? You got your big AMG, $240,000 Mercedes. I got all that shit too, guys, okay?
What is this man doing? Is he playing a dick measuring contest with rappers?
I got all that junk. By the way, men are the culprits of this problem way more than women.
He is. That's what he's doing.
What are you doing, okay? I never buy this junk. I got all this stuff. I got the cars, I got the Rollie, we got the dumb truck. The dumb truck, not the dump truck.
What sort of like midlife crisis is this guy having right now? What, like younger people having expensive things is scaring you, it seems like, because okay, bro, you got the car too, bro.
I got the bird. Okay, let me show you a little plane I got, little thing I got. You're collecting Lambos, and I'm buying Gulfstreams. Okay, this is the model they gave me when I paid cash for the jet. Okay, now why am I all up in your shit today? Because you're wasting money. You're wasting money on dumb shit. You're buying out of earned income, and I'm buying out of passive income.
I guess what he's trying to say is don't spend the money that you earn, spend the money that you got out of your investments. I guess that's what he's trying to say, but he's not really doing that. He's bragging. That's what he's really doing. He's trying to show off his cars.
What you do is get the money, pay the taxes, and then get your earned income that makes you passive income. Get your passive income spitting out so many baby Ben Franklins that you can do stupid shit all the time.
Yeah, man. Make those Benjamin Franklins so you can have a total disregard for traffic safety laws. And before he bids us adieu out of this video, he leaves us with a quote, which I want to read to you today. And that quote says, "You can fake a Lambo, you can't fake your own Gulfstream." So at the end, I hope the lesson that we all learned today is that we can all become multimillionaires. All we gotta do is 10x everything in our life. Like 10x the amount of cringe, so we can 10x the amount of money that we make. But the real takeaway is that Grant Cardone takes advantage of young people that are naive or desperate, trying to learn how to make a lot of money fast. But instead, they get sucked into this like cult-like motivational speaking industry. Is it that bad? I don't really know. I'm kind of 50-50 on it because he does teach you things. He is a really good salesman. It must work to a certain degree. We can't take that away from him, but just the way that he goes about it is just so So wow. Wasn't that video a strong one? I feel like a lot was taken off of my chest, and in my quest of finding the most cringiest material on this entire planet, I think I finally hit a dry spell. So if you have any material that you would like for me to see, leave a comment down below so that I might check it out. And leave a like on this video so that the algorithm spreads it and more people can learn about Grant Cardone and his cringe antics. And other than that, I am fresh out of ideas. So unless the UPS driver leaves a package out my door with what my next video should be on, I don't know what to do my next video on. I think somebody at my door.